This is Kutupalong Refugee Settlement in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. On July 26, 2021, the settlement was hit by torrential rain and landslides. Shelters were flooded, roads became impassable, making it hard for aid workers to get in and for those affected to get out. Hundreds of clinics, aid delivery centers, and toilets were damaged. Due to the flooding, diarrhea and cholera were more likely to spread. 19 people died and thousands more were left homeless. Cox's Bazar is an area of Bangladesh with high rainfall and many landslides, making devastating floods all the more likely. But do these weather extremes affect refugee camps more than the rest of the country? And is this something common to other refugee camps around the world? In this video, we'll look at the results of a recently published paper that looked at how the 20 largest refugee settlements in the world are affected by climate risks compared to other places in the host country. Of course, if you'd like to know more about this paper, you can find it linked in the description below. I definitely suggest you go check that out for some more details. Now, hi, my name is Melissa Siegel. I'm a professor of migration studies, and this is a channel about all things migration. So, when refugees escape war and conflict, they often end up in refugee settlements. While it's good that refugees get to find shelter, these settlements often leave a lot to be desired, from medical problems to mental health issues to a lack of safety and food. And because they're meant to be temporary, they're usually not built to last. So climate and weather risks only make these problems bigger, and this is definitely the case in the Kutupalong refugee camp in Bangladesh. But too little water also causes problems as well. Refugee settlements in Dadaab and Kakuma in Kenya are in dry deserts with temperatures more than 7 degrees Celsius higher than the national average in Kenya. The result is a lack of water, heat stroke, and drought. Now, the opposite can be observed in refugee settlements in Balochistan in Pakistan. Here, refugees live high up in cold, remote mountain regions with temperatures more than 6 degrees Celsius lower than the national average. They often lack proper housing and protection against these freezing temperatures with catastrophic consequences. Now, overall, this paper found that most of the refugee camps studied indeed experienced more temperature extremes and sudden extreme weather events, like extreme rainfall, heat waves, or cold waves, than the national averages in those countries. So what does this mean concretely? Refugees are already in precarious situations. They are by no means the people who are in best situations in countries. They've generally had to leave their lives behind and often have to start from scratch in isolated, remote refugee settlements, often without being allowed to work and without even being allowed to move to another place. So, in settlements with makeshift shelters, fragile sanitary facilities and infrastructure, and scarce food supply. So when these settlements are built, sustainability factors are really rarely considered, meaning that they lack resilience and capacity to adapt to new situations. So for example, shelters aren't built to withstand flooding. When they're washed away, it's hard to rebuild them due to lack of materials and so on. So all in all, this means that refugees have no chance to get out of their already precarious situations and are likely to be even further marginalized due to climate and weather extremes. Now, of course, to counteract this, policies around refugee settlement, construction, and maintenance should include sustainability and weather aspects to create more equitable and suitable livelihoods. So it is very clear from the research that has been done that in general, refugee settlements are not in the nicest places, and they are much more likely to see extreme weather and extreme weather events where those refugee settlements are placed. Now, I hope this video just gave you a quick look at some new research that's out and research that's looking more and more at migration and the environment and climate change. If you found this video useful, of course, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And of course, make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we upload every week on different migration issues. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.